So this is it, Judgment Day for the guys in the World Predator Classic. This is day 3. For the first 2 days they've been out on the water. It's been very different conditions all the way through so far. The wind has lifted a little bit, but it is about as perfect as it can be for predator fishing. Good cloud cover, nice chop, and they've had a couple of days practice. You can hear the radio there. It's 2 minutes before the off, and we have 3 pairs that are just stretching their legs at the front. It's going to be a really exciting event. However, 0 points. They all start on the same level, of course. The scoreboard is reset for each individual day, so if one of them has a bad day, you know what, they're out of the race. However, if they have a good day, the rest of the field have got an awful lot of catching up to do. This is going to be an amazing day sport. And so to the leaderboard, and at the top we see Enrico Di Ventura and Frank Buschmeyer equal with last year's champions Dustin Schoner and Johannes Dietl, both German pairs on 4 points. Just 1 point behind them are the Finns Kalle Pavola and Pekko Kanerva on 5 points. Then we see the Hernandez brothers from France on 10, with Timo Ruff and Eckhard Goetz from Germany on 12. It's all very close, and this will be an epic battle. That's 2 days in. You're at the top of the pile with 4 points. We've got a 5 point, we've got a 6 point, and I think we've got a 7 point as well. It's amazingly tight. Who are you going to be worried about now?
I think Enrico Di Ventura and his partner are really, really good, because they did a great job in the beginning. In the morning they caught a lot of fish. They did it yesterday too, and I think they will do it tomorrow too.
They have a very, very good spot, I think.
Yeah.
Very productive.
Well, a very good day for you yesterday, first overall, and you're in the race for a win today. How do you feel?
Well, we are not so nervous. Yeah, we will just keep things like yesterday and the other day, and do our own things.
The Finnish have a very good record on here as well, and this suits your style of fishing.
Yes, it looks like that. It's not been easy for us, really, and we are training very much. So, but maybe.
What an absolutely fantastic start for you over 2 days now. You're going into the final day in pole position. Are you confident?
Of course we are, but we don't expect too much. I mean, that's actually the strategy we follow. That we just fish our style of fishing, and just try to concentrate and focus on fishing, and not to think about too much about other things. That's actually the way we fish.
Of course, every day is a different day.
Oh yes.
And today we start again with 0 points.
Yes.
So a bad day can knock you out of the picture completely, but there are really 3 teams that are just moving away from the pack at the moment.
Yeah.
You're one of them at the front of it.
Yeah, I mean, this is fishing. This is every day, and every single cast can change everything. So that's the way we think. Because of course we are very, very nervous. Looking at the leaderboard on first place, actually now it's hard for us. But we really try to not think about it too much, because as you said, every bad day can knock you out of the competition.
This is it, the excitement is about to begin. The countdown is on, and we have the start of day 3 of the World Predator Classic. Get ready to rumble.
1, go, 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 go.
And they're off, and the boats are flying down the headwaters of the herring fleet now as they race to get into their positions. If ever there was an important day, it is today. There are points to be had, there are points to be lost, but they've got to get to the best possible place they can before their rivals and their competitors. If they lose their spot, they'll lose out on points. So we have boat 10, Kalle Pavola and Pekko Kanerva. A great day for them yesterday. They finished first on the day. Add to that the 4th that they had on day 1 gives them 5 points, puts them 3rd overall now in the tournament, and they're very, very confident today. Very cool customers, these two. This weather suits them. They're used to slightly choppier waters. So defending champions, boat number 1, Dustin Schoner, Johannes Dietl, 1st on day 1, 3rd on day 2, and we catch up with them on day 3 in the same area that they have spent the majority of the last 2 days. Tactics have changed slightly though. We've seen them in previous days. Fishing static, the boat is moving ever so slowly just along the shallows. They've had one fish already, a zander, but things are a little bit slower today for almost all of the teams. Yesterday it was an absolutely flying start right at the beginning, but today quite a few of the teams, especially the leaders, they're finding that they can't really nail the tactics down quickly, and what we're seeing is guys coming into areas, fishing for 5 or 10 minutes and then moving to a different spot, and we're seeing exactly the same thing here. We saw it with Kalle Pavla and Pekko Kanerva earlier on. We're seeing it now with Dustin Schoner and Johannes Dietl. They're not wasting any time at all. They fish a spot. If they don't have a take very, very quickly, they move. They try somewhere else. They know that they've got to be on the fish today. This is it. This is the important time. They can't waste a moment. So the current leaders, a second on day 1, a second on day 2, Enrico Di Ventura and Frank Bushmeyer, 4 points. And there we've got a fish on. This is good news for the boys. Look at that action station straight away. Let's have a look and see what they're going to be landing. That looks like it could be... Oh, there's no mess in that. Look at that. They're very happy with that one. That's what they need. Emotion in the extreme, and this is good angling now, because what they will do is get straight out there, see if there's another one around. Enrico's caught the fish. Frank is casting straight away because he knows that there are fish around, and there were fish to be caught and cards started to be filled. However, it was disaster for the defending champions. A tough day saw them drop right down the leaderboard, whilst Di Ventura and Bushmeyer kept catching consistently throughout the day. The back end of the last day saw drama as Enrico Di Ventura and Frank Bushmeyer landed their third zander to give them a full card. They raced up the leaderboard into second place, and now only 2 teams could possibly stop them, the defending champions and the Finnish challengers. With just 2 hours to go, Kalle Pavla and Pekko Kanerva needed a third perch and also a pike that would take them to more than 4 meters 12 to take the lead. The champions, well, they dropped to 30th overall now and still had no perch and no pike. A bad day made it look like it just wasn't going to be their year. Everything was in Ventura and Bushmeyer's favour. A consistent second once again would give them the overall title. So that's it, the end of day 3, and what a day it has been. There's been drama all the way through. There's been excitement all the way through. The guys that were at the top of the board fell down, but you know what? One pair picked themselves up and they've got back up there. Yes, Di Ventura and Bushmeyer have had a fantastic day. They're right up there at the top of the table again. That means 3 immensely good scores puts them into that position that everybody wanted to be 3 days ago. World Predator Classic champions. It's been a bit of an emotional day for you, isn't it? But provisionally we've got you at the top of the tree. How does that feel now you're back in on dry land?
I mean, what more can you expect? I mean, it went all good in the end. It went all well, and I mean, we are very, very happy about being 3 times in a row second place. That's great. It's fantastic. It feels fantastic. We are a little tired now, but it feels...
And hungry.
Yeah, and hungry, yeah. But it feels great. Really, really great.
Back with the street fishing, and through the course of the day there were loads of fish caught. The pike in particular seemed to be on the feed and were coming out everywhere, but it was the big perch that were making the biggest impression. The street anglers absolutely loved it, and wherever they finished up on the leaderboard they all agreed they'd had a brilliant time. There has to be a winner, of course, and one man that was really pushing for the title was early leader Sebastian Ebert. He caught some fantastic fish and everyone thought he would win, but it was Frenchman Vincent Preul who snatched victory at the very end of the day to beat the German. With the competition over, it was time for the prize giving and the amazing closing ceremony of the World Predator Classic. It's like the fishing version of the Olympic Games, and the worthy champions rose one by one to collect their titles.
The champion for the street fishing category of 2018, Vincent Preul, to come forward. From France, Sebastian Provoski and Vincent Preul from France. So they are the winners of the team category. Coming on to the overall team event winners of the 2018 World Predator Classic boat category. Could have Enrico Di Ventura and Frank Bushmeyer to come forward with Luke Coppins and Jeremy Stableman. From Weston.
and then for the big one, the title of World Predator Classic Champion. And it was that unbeatable score for Enrico de Ventura and Frank Buschmeyer from Germany.
We are absolutely out of space at the moment. It's so amazing winning a tournament like this. I mean, as I repeat, you cannot expect to win competing with so many great anglers. It's so amazing. I'm so out of my mind at the moment.